Welcome here at INTERGEO 2025 in Frankfurt. I'm super happy, super excited to meet Ina. Ina's with me and as a visitor. And Ina, welcome to Frankfurt. Please tell our visitors who you are and where you're coming from.
Thank you very much. Yes, my name is Ina and I am here together with my company Zynka. And I represent our digital platform, which is called Digital Buildings, which is a digital twin.
Well, that sounds super exciting. So when I got you right, you're using our technology. Can you please explain a bit more when you got in touch with our technology first time?
So basically when I started at Zynka, we were already using NavVis. And that is where I had the first time contact with you and your company. And what is maybe a little bit special in the way how we are using NavVis and NavVis products is that we have it embedded in a different platform. So we basically use NavVis IVION at the moment, and we integrate that into a different digital product, which is a SaaS product. And there you can basically use the functions from NavVis IVION in our product without having to have a NavVis access yourself.
Okay, well, that sounds super cool. That means, when I got you right, you do not necessarily scan, because our products, we offer reality capture products, our laser scanner, which are quite famous and well perceived. But when I got you right, you are more using our SaaS, our web platform. Is it correct?
Yeah, that is correct. Or well, it's both correct and incorrect, because I know that in the beginning, it was before my time at the company, we were actually using your devices and we're scanning ourselves. And now over time we have actually outsourced that. So we are using third partner companies that are doing the scanning for us, and they then provide the data sets for us. That we use, and then we do all the processing, and we have our own scripts for making sure that the data looks the way that it's supposed to look, and then we are basically using your IVION platform in our product to then show the data to our customers.
Well, that sounds to me like a good plan. Integrating, that means for our visitors, so we offer with IVION an API, a programming interface. Basically what I understand and what I learned, it's a huge effort. So can you please, a huge effort to integrate and to build up a platform like you are doing. Can you please explain a bit more on the motivation and why it's a good idea to go from the native IVION into a platform, what your company is now offering?
Yeah, so basically IVION is great for a certain set of tasks and a certain set of value creation, but what we want to offer our customers goes beyond that. So like I mentioned, we offer a digital twin, which is merging basically both the outside and the inside world, and we are focusing a lot with NavVis scanning on the inside world. But we want to really integrate both the 3D world with the 2D world, and making it possible for people to easily navigate in one system. So we added actually a lot of functionality to what IVION can do. So it's possible, for example, to not only see points of interest in the map or in the cloud, but it's also possible to then see them on the plan view, which means you can actually switch between two different worlds. And of course you can add a lot more information about your scanned objects.
That's a super cool example just to show what can be built on top of our platform. Also we have, as NavVis, treated as a software platform to exactly build up such kind of real solutions that adapt the customer needs. So can you explain a bit more on the customer base, where you're focusing? Is it more industry? Is it real estate, manufacturers?
Absolutely. So I would say that we work a lot within facility management. So that means real estate, but also projects. And what we are doing is that in these projects, we help the people a lot to get better material and a better foundation for their projects. So often it is not sure how old is my material? Is it still relevant? Has there been any changes? Is there something that people have forgotten about because one person leaves, another person comes, and information is lost? So what we do is we go in there and do a scan, and then we deliver the data set. So we do the scanning, we do the processing, we deliver it, and then we publish it in our platform. And what we do there is, or what we make possible for the people there, is basically that they can do digital site visits. And I know that this is also possible only with IVION, but what we offer on top of it is that you even get that possibility to add so much more information to the whole basic point cloud. So we have the measuring, we have like the cutting the point cloud, we have all of that functionality, but on top of it, you can also really add whatever kind of information is interesting for you and your project.
Wow, very impressive. So Ina, thank you for the insights. Can you give us a bit a small outlook what is in the baking for your platform?
Absolutely. So the past year, I would say we have worked a lot with analytics and how to work with IoT data and connect sensors to a digital twin to get easy to read data and easy to understand data. But we also really see the need of working more with points of interest. We call it assets at Zynka, and we really see that we need even more detailed categorization of it. We need to be able to put a lot of information to each point, and we see that this is something that can be used a lot within inventory projects, for example, that gain more and more popularity.
And how do you see, looking into the future, how do you see the role of NavVis and our technology as part of this concept and platform?
Well, I think that scanning is always going to be important. I said that we still, especially in the building industry, lack a lot of very accurate information. I know that a lot of projects are being started without the correct information, and I know that there's a lot of money being spent on that because mid-project suddenly people understand, oh, that was actually not the case, but we thought that it would be the case based on the data. So I think that there's going to be a bright future, and that we will be definitely using NavVis for that case.
Cool, very good to hear that. One last question from my side. Here for INTERGEO, anything what you expect to see, or anything, any trends what you are investigating, or anything for our visitors to share from your point of view?
Well, I say that a lot is happening. I see that the technology is developing really fast. Things that were probably top-notch 2 years ago don't mean so much today anymore. So I think it's really important just to stay on top of the situation and always see what else is happening around there. And I've also seen one presentation about the project on Alcatraz, which I found really inspiring because there are a lot of different companies that provide a lot of different hardware and software really all came together and worked together, and there were issues that couldn't be solved by just one of them, but it needed all of them, and it was really fun to see that there was collaboration there, which led to a lot of innovation. So I think that is really one key takeaway. Really try to work together instead of against each other.
Very cool. Thank you very much. I got one last question in my mind. So I think our visitors know how to find us. If they want to learn more about Zynka and your platform, where they have to look for?
Well, I would say Google. Just type in Zynka. And then you will find our homepage where you can learn a lot more about all of our services and also about our platform.
Ina, thank you very much, and have a great time here in INTERGEO, and I hope to see a couple of our visitors here as well.